Hello, my name is George, and in this video, we're going to talk about something more and more people are asking about lately: Gold IRA investments. I'll walk you through what they are, how they work, the pros and cons, and whether they might make sense for your retirement plan. And if by the end you decide this makes sense for you, I've listed the top-rated Gold IRA providers, along with any special promos they're currently offering. So if you want to grab this deal, just check out the link down in the description of this video. It's an affiliate link which helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. Now, let's get started. So what exactly is a Gold IRA? A Gold IRA is a type of retirement account where you're allowed to invest in physical gold, things like coins, bullion, or even certain gold-related securities. It's completely separate from your regular IRA, but the rules around how much you can contribute and when you can take the distributions are the same. What I like about this setup is that it gives people an alternative when they're worried about market volatility. But don't mistake it for a fast track to wealth. It's more about stability and hedging against uncertainty. How do Gold IRAs actually work? These accounts are self-directed, meaning you can choose what to invest in beyond just stocks and bonds. But you do need a qualified custodian to oversee everything. You can fund them with pre-tax dollars, traditional IRA, or post-tax dollars, Roth IRA, depending on how you want to handle taxes now or later. The important part, you're dealing with real physical gold, and that comes with more responsibility and complexity than regular investments. I'll be honest, it sounded intimidating to me at first, but once you understand the process, it's very doable. How do you set up a Gold IRA without getting overwhelmed? You can't just open one with your usual brokerage. You will need a specialized custodian who knows the ins and outs of precious metal investments. They'll handle the paperwork, make sure the gold meets IRS standards, and store it safely. Picking the right custodian is critical because not all of them are trustworthy. I recommend taking your time, reading reviews, and asking lots of questions before committing to anyone. What are the contribution limits and withdrawal limits? You can contribute up to $7,000. If you're over 50, you get to add another $1,000 each year. Withdrawals are allowed penalty-free after age 59 and a half, but take money out before that and you'll face a 10% penalty plus taxes. It's one of those things where patience really pays off. If you're going to go down this road, you have to think long-term and stick to the rules. Where do you keep your gold once you invest? This is a big one. You're not allowed to store your gold at home. It has to stay in an IRS-approved facility or with an approved third party. If you break this rule, the IRS treats it as a withdrawal and you owe taxes and penalties. Honestly, it is tempting to want to stash a gold bar in your closet, but that's a fast track to trouble. Just trust the system, let professionals handle storage, and avoid unnecessary risks. What types of gold IRAs can you choose from? There are three main types: traditional gold IRAs, Roth gold IRAs, and SEP gold IRAs. Traditional accounts let your money grow tax-deferred. Roth accounts let you take tax-free withdrawals in retirement, and SEP accounts are great for self-employed folks or small business owners with higher contribution limits. I like that you have these options to tailor your investments based on your tax preferences and career situation. It gives you the flexibility that a standard retirement account might not offer. How has gold actually performed over time? Gold has had its moments, spiking in the 80s, staying flat for decades, and then peaking during times of financial crisis. As of early 2024, it's holding strong above $2,000 per ounce, which reflects ongoing uncertainty in the global economy. But here's the reality check. During long stretches of calm, gold has been pretty boring compared to the stock market. It's like the slow, steady friend who shows up when you need them but doesn't throw wild parties. Why not just invest in the stock market? From 1980 to 2006, the S&P 500 had an average return of over 14% per year, while gold mostly sat there doing very little. So if your goal is long-term growth, stocks generally outperform. But gold's strength is its ability to hold value when everything else is failing apart. It's not about choosing one or the other. It's about balancing the two so you're protected either way. What risks should you watch out for with gold IRAs? For starters, gold doesn't generate income. No dividends, no interest. It just sits there relying on price increases to grow in value. On top of that, you'll face storage, insurance, and custodial fees that you wouldn't have with traditional investments. If you're expecting explosive growth, you might be disappointed. But if your goal is safety and diversification, it can absolutely play a smart role in your portfolio. Is a gold IRA a good fit for you? If you're someone who worries about inflation, market crashes, or geopolitical instability, gold IRAs can offer peace of mind. But I wouldn't recommend making it the core of your retirement plan. Most experts suggest keeping precious metals to about 5 to 10% of your total portfolio. It's more of a financial seatbelt than a race car. You'll probably never regret having it, but you also shouldn't expect it to do all the heavy lifting. How much can you realistically invest? The standard limit is $7,000 plus $1,000 more if you're over 50. If you're self-employed with a SEP IRA, those limits jump to $70,000 in 2025. But just because you can contribute the max doesn't mean you should. It depends on your larger financial picture. Always make sure you're leaving room for other investments that offer higher growth potential. Can you really hold physical gold in an IRA? Yes, but it has to meet specific IRS standards for purity and be held for your custodian in an approved depository. That means no hiding gold coins in your sock drawer, even if that sounds kind of fun. If you try to take possession of the gold yourself, it counts as a distribution and triggers taxes and penalties. I know it feels less personal this way, but following the rules keeps you safe and penalty-free. What's the final takeaway here? A gold IRA can be a great tool for diversification and protection against economic uncertainty, but it's not a silver bullet. You should think of it as part of a broader, balanced strategy, not a standalone solution. If you're serious about setting one up, do your homework and talk to a financial advisor who isn't just trying to sell you something. And most importantly, make decisions based on your personal goals, not on fear or hype. And remember, if you decide that this makes sense for you, I've listed the top-rated gold IRA providers, along with any special promos they're currently offering. So if you want to grab this deal, check out the first link down in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.